So we've woken up to a beautiful sunny, little bit cold morning in Dundee. So we're around here at the moment trying to look for some property on our way up to Montrose as well. So here we were walking along quite nicely, and then we hit these icy patches and we both just started to slide. So we'll slow down our walking a little bit.
And again, I don't have my ice shoes on.
Okay, just a little reminder, be excellent to each other.
So not snow, it is actually sand, but it is icy, so it is glistening like snow is.
Come down to the Maritime Trail down in Dundee. It's a 2-kilometre little loop, and it goes through the history of the connection to the sea with Dundee. That is the Tay Road Bridge. Behind me is Telford Beacon. This marks where the Dundee docks used to end. So we've walked up this little lookout point, and you get some great views of the harbour, but it is a little bit wobbly, so just keep that in mind when you come up here. As we walk along, I've noticed on the side there's actually these large gates that look like it's part of a maybe flood defence system. I mean, this water is going to have to rise quite a lot for them to be needed.
I think this is, well, it is Chandler's Lane.
Yep.
And the buildings used to be part of like the shipping industry, but now they've been transformed into houses, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
So that chimney stack is the old blacksmith. So this is HMS Unicorn. She is 200 years old this year, because she was originally launched in 1824. She is the 3rd oldest ship in the world still afloat. She's Scotland's only preserved warship and is the most completely original ship in the entire world to have survived from the golden age of sail.
This is the captain's quarters. Obviously this is where they would entertain the fellow officers or something like that. I know nothing about my maritime history, but I assume the captain would wear this hat. Should this be my new look? Should I ditch the old grandpa hat and keep this one?
You look Mexican. It looks like a big, sombrero or something.
So I assume that the captain would use this, and they would keep a journal of all the things that have happened, and that's how we would get that history today, by this, rather than computer.
Did they use Google Maps?
I don't know how you could navigate without it. I mean, yeah, they got sextants and they were really good with their mathematics and stuff like that.
Dinner time! So during World War II, this ship was actually fully staffed by women. It's the only one to be fully staffed by women.
So we just did our tour of the HMS Unicorn. We were very lucky, being winter, they don't get many visitors, so it's actually half price today. Well, we're just going to pop into this cafe for a quick little hot drink. Well, Jack's just in there waiting for the coffees. We didn't get to finish the Maritime Trail. Yes, it's only a very short one, but we've actually got to be out of our hotel within the next hour, and we've still got to walk back to it. And there's a few other things we want to see as well. But now we've actually got to go back to the hotel, pack up and head off to Montrose to look at a couple of properties up there.
You guys have any idea why this is called Desperate Dan?
Desperate Dan? He's a comic from
It's a comic.
So I'm Australian.
Yeah, we all used to...
Forgive me.
It was
Yeah,
the Dundee.
The two comics were called The Dandy and the Beano, and they were produced in Dundee.
Okay.
And Desperate Dan was one of the main characters in The Dandy. That
Right.
was Minnie the Minx. She's also.
She was always up to
Dundee.
no good.
Right,
But,
by the looks,
Yeah,
yes.
because people of our age who are reading these comics, you know, and they're part of our culture. I suppose they've erected a statue to Desperate Dan because he's the main man.
There you go.
So we just got a bit of a history on this Desperate Dan. But the lovely people that we've just met have just told us that they're trying to do a Christmas theme to make a card with this. So they've actually given me permission to video them while they do it. So how cool is this?
From there, good-o.
So this is the behind the scenes footage of the making of the Christmas card.
Thank you.
We'd just been to Montrose to look at a couple of properties there, and Jack said, how about we head down to the local beach? We're going to go to a cafe. Unfortunately, the cafe is not open because of winter. But I tell you what stunning views that are down here. I guess this is one of the reasons why we moved to Scotland, was to get this sort of scenery. Just up the other end of the beach of where we've just showed you the drone footage is a thing called Red Castle. Looks red during the day, but it's not much left of it. The beauty of being in Scotland is that when we actually go looking for some property, we can actually turn it into a bit of an adventure. So I guess this marks the end of our little trip. We started in Dundee and then we head off to Montrose, and we just went and explored little things along the way. So until next time, see you around. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.